Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another edition. Dabbling Bike Plays. Just kidding. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. We're into G85. Resubscribe for... Thank you for resubscribing. You've been subscribed for 11 months. You're currently on an 11-month streak. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You're 1 month away from that 1 year badge. Okay, so I was farming some Aberoth command scepters. I got a few of those. I could definitely go back for more. No prob. Yeah. I can go back for more, excuse me, a long day of work. I can go back for some more, whatchamacallits, Anchors of Oblivion. Try and get a 2 LP. I need gold, so I had to take the gold blessing. Yeah, I think we got enough, scepters. I think I picked up a couple more, so let's go back for some Anchors of Oblivion. I need a better one. Before we do that, let me check prophecies. Okay, cool. Let's go spin some favor. So I tried Aberoth multiple times yesterday with the build. We got close multiple times, but the final phase is very hard for this build. It was disappointing, but I ultimately walked away from it. I have a few more keys, but I don't think I'm going to be trying to slam my head against the wall for Aberoth with the build. Somebody in the chat very nicely said, I just don't think your build is for Aberoth. It's good for everything else, but Aberoth melee is rather hard. Let's see if we can't pick up like some more body armor ones. And let's see if we can't pick up some boots. We always need exalted gloves. It's not too many helms. I mean, having a few extra decayed skulls, not too bad of an idea. Let's... Unique gloves. Hey, what up, RoboPower? How's it going, man? Ending the storm. We can always go for Ravenous Void. So Elder Gaspar, we can go for Ravenous Void. Soulfire Bastion. Unique boots. I mean, yeah, let's just take that. Diamond Matron. Unique helmets. I'm not really interested in any unique helmets right now. Sure, we can take that. I mean, if there's no unique armor, I mean, this could be anything, so I'll just take that. Unique boots. Let's go over here, see if we can't pick up some two-handed axes. Yes, Deaths of Immortal Eyes. Try and get some more sword catchers. Though we got a really good sword catcher, so we'll just take a look. Death of Exiled Mage. What is that? Unique weapon. That's too broad. Let's take that. Unique one-handed. There's not a lot of unique one-handed swords I want to use right now, so yeah. Unique melee weapon. Let's go down here and pick up some amulets. Relic, any dungeon, tier 4. We could try running Jorah. We could probably pull Jorah off at T4 now. I think we're set up for that. Let's take that. Alright, cool. Well, let's go back to farming some favor and some gold. We'll go to Follow the Empire. Okay, yeah. Let's bump up the corruption. I want to be doing at least 400. We can even do 450. Oh, let's go. 3 LP Siphon of Anguish, 2 LP Siphon of Anguish, 1 LP Shattered Chains. We got a 3 LP Siphon of Anguish. Oh, we got to figure out how we're going to use this. How do we want to use this? Oh, yeah. We're gonna figure out something. I could just end up saving it for a different build. This build's pretty close. We just gotta build up enough armor to handle the dots. 588. I already don't want to do 588. But we're gonna try it anyway. 588 corruption, chat. Let's go. Okay, so far, corruption 588 is not too bad. Well, let's keep pushing. We'll see how the boss is. If the boss sucks, then we're lowering it. That's ultimately what we're here for, but we can gain a lot of gold in favor. No, no.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
Razor Fall. Sure, I'll take that. Lessons in Metropolis. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I can't even really see it. Oh, I mean, I see it now, but okay, let's go shopping. All right, Blood of the Exile. I'll take any Blood of the Exile boots. I'll take any Darkstride boots. Solarons, sure. 2 LP, Darkstride. Darkstride. I'll take a 1 LP. Yeah, okay, cool. How much gold am I already got? Okay. Okay. I really need gold though, chat. I spent A lot of gold. Let's see. What doesn't? We got a tab for that. No LP Titan Hearts. We got a tab for that. Okay, Nemesis. Let's throw that in there. Okay. Where are the gold tabs? Looks like we got a gold tab. Yeah, let's do that. I need gold. I need gold badly. I'm not Merchant's Guild. I'm Circle of Fortune, so... I mean, I guess I could switch over to Merchant's Guild and sell, but... I mean... I want to. At some point. Oh, yeah. We gotta kill these. We gotta kill the mages. Sure. I mean, the throwing damage is cool. Melee critical strike chance on a two-handed mace. We can throw that on, I'll take that. Like, if I ever want to mess around with Event Horizon, we could throw it on there. But from what I heard, Event Horizon's actually pretty bad. The movement speed just kills it. Sure. I can't move. Okay. Oh, that's a mana regen. I think we're good. Okay, let's get rolling.
Stand down.
Sure, we'll take that. We'll take that.
I cannot do that.
Double stability granted. All right. There we go. Cool.
And then turn her over and bang,
Bang.
up the butt.
Hmm.
And this is where you need a small knob. Imagine you're holding a tennis racket or a little whisk.
How's it going, Reefer? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good one. Okay, let's throw that under weapons, and we're going to throw this under helms. Oh, I'm going to need to save up some money for another tab. One-handed sword, no thanks. Infernal chain, I'll take that. Is that a T7? That is a T7 hybrid health. A very low roll, but a T7 nonetheless. Same to you, my man. Appreciate it. How's your adventures in Last Epoch going? You been enjoying the new content? Or have you already moved on? Here and there, still with it. Been busy at work this week. Got it. Haven't we all been busy with work? One point or the other. I got it. Oh, no doorbell. Well, we gotta live with doorbell. Oh, no! Killing blow did 275 damage. Yeah, so they barely killed me. That's... Oh, well, I guess we can skip doorbell. Alright, let's try this guy. We might just be too high at corruption.
Stand down or die.
Oh! Ah, I knew something was gonna come up. Yeah, I knew something. I think we've just pushed too high. Let's pay our friend the Temple Guardians a visit. Lower this down to like 450. I think we'll be fine there. Chris, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. That should be fine. Okay, cool. It gave us some gold. Let's go grab those and then do the boss again.
I cannot do that.
Shield throw. I was never really a big fan of Sigion's. Serpent smoke. No, we'll take that. 1 LP.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even think about this. 35% chance to double, so that's still there. We're just taking all the gold. Oh, my first Palaris of the cycle. That could be fun. 1 melee damage per 2 attunement. Okay. Okay. Where else can we pick up gold? Right here. Critical strike avoidance. Well, I'm also gonna wanna not fight the boss with this, so let's just... Oh, we can pick up gold here. Oh, so gold. Alright, there we go. Gold! Give me all that gold. Gold and gold. Okay, let's fight this boss. Oh, hey, what up, Juan? Hey, how you feeling, Juan? Been thinking about you, man.
God's emperors, it was all for nothing.
Doing much better than yesterday. I'm glad to hear that. So what you been up to today, man? Got a good night rest, woke up feeling about 80% functional. Okay. That's good news. Yeah, I'm excited if you do try the Finger of God build from Discord. I think it has potential in your hands. Yeah, I saw that. That looked cool. Like, that looked like a cool little, you know, run around, mess around build. You know, thank you for sharing that, man. I appreciate that. Glad to see you guys are enjoying the Discord. Let me see. I think I'm gonna do Void Storm Hammers next on Void Knight, and then we're gonna either roll a Paladin or do the Sorcerer. So we're still just optimizing this build a little bit more. It's good for monoliths. Like, if you want to cruise between 400 to 600 corruption, the build has potential. I think like 400 to 500 is the sweet spot. 500 to 600, like I pushed it to 588. How did Aberoth go yesterday? We didn't kill Aberoth, so I'm gonna get that out the way. We fought him like 5 or 6 times, and we got him Damn.
bitches?
What up, Squeak? Welcome back to the channel. So we fought him like 5 or 6 times. Oh, Squeak with the raid, man. He had to make his presence known. Yeah, so we fought Aberoth 5 or 6 times yesterday. We didn't beat him. We got him to his final phase like twice, but there was multiple times where there was just void beams and dots on the ground, and there was literally nowhere for me to stand and continue doing damage and sustaining. So I couldn't heal through half of his stuff, and it really was bringing to light the weakness of melee against Aberoth. Now, obviously, you can still fight Aberoth melee, but I feel like it's an uphill battle. Hey, what up, Squeak? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Julie U123, thank you for the follow on Kick. I will not be joining your Discord. Thank you so much for the raid, Squeak. If you guys don't know Squeak, friend of the channel, fellow streamer here on Twitch. If you haven't checked him out already, I highly recommend. It's a good time in his chat. There's a shout out. Thank you so much for the raid, Squeak. Yeah, so the build, I think the build can kill Aberoth, but it's got to be hyper optimized. Not getting the cleanse roll on Shattered Chains yesterday. Remember, we had a 3 LP Shattered Chains. We slammed it. We got everything except for cleanse on it. That kept haunting me because I kept dying to his dots, but I would be like using potions and stuff, and I'm just thinking, bro, if I had the ability to cleanse all this stuff right now, ugh. But, I mean, we were tanky. It's just, you get to that final phase, and there's not a lot of room to stand and still do damage, especially if you're melee. It could be skill issue, but somebody in the chat politely said, hey, man, I'd just like to say, there's a possibility your build can't do Aberoth. Your build can do everything else, but it can't do Aberoth, and I'm starting to agree with it more, so. We're going to continue to optimize it. Thanks, man. Got to 304 corruption tonight to kill the final Harbinger. I made the mistake of saving Herop for last, so it's a tough fight. 97 Avalanche Shaman self-build. Nice. Nice. Glad to hear it, man. Look forward to seeing clips of you crushing Aberoth on YouTube or, you know, in Twitch stories, because he's been a freaking headache for me. Of course, all I've tried to kill him with is with melee builds. What would the cleanse address the dots? Here's the thing. So when I'm fighting Aberoth, I'm not staring at my bar down here to see how many stacks of dots I've developed, but dots typically are an ailment that stack, and so the more dots you have, the more damage you're taking. And I'll see it ramp up. So I'm assuming, I mean, I'll have to like fight him again, see if I die to dot damage, and then look here in the clip to see how many stacks I built up. Okay, you know what? We're gonna just have to clear this map. These spires are not helping me. We're gonna have to clear the map and come back for that Harbinger at least. That, not Harbinger, that Nemesis. Okay, I'll take it. Typically, if you have cleanse on your belt, that helps immensely, especially if you're a melee build against dots. Hope so. Looking to fight him tomorrow. We're glad to hear that, Squeak. Kill him, post it all over YouTube. I want to see the clip. Because I keep banging my head against the wall trying to kill him with melee, man. It's difficult. I've only seen that, not that I've looked at like every Aberoth kill, but I've only seen one Aberoth kill with melee, and the dude did 11 million damage in one hit. Like, clearly there's something going on. Like this guy, for instance, he just hit me with 3 stacks of chill right off the bat. Chill is an ailment that lowers your attack speed, as well as your movement speed. So a cleanse hypothetically could have helped against that. Sure. I'm managing to push corruption, kill bosses. Only 2,000 health and almost no ward. Oh, that's awesome, man. Okay. Now, let's run all the way back to the Nemesis. Now that we killed the spires that kept hitting us.
I cannot do that.
Oh, well, they just, like, I don't know if you saw the recent patch notes, but they actually just nerfed the damage from the Nemesis. Should I do a Titan Heart? Do I have any good ones? I mean, that one's got 37% health. Sure, let's slap a Titan Heart in there. We're shooting for 3 LP, chat. Really, that's crazy. I haven't seen that, but I saw the on death screen. They tell you, yeah, that's a new. That's a new one as well. Oh, I did not. Might be a good reason I figured out healing is damage. Oh yeah, no. Like for sure. I mean, I'm not trying to downplay your accomplishment. Like, he still does damage, but they nerfed him, and particularly they nerfed, like, the poison one from leaving, like, a puddle on the ground even after you kill him. Right? That one was just cheap. How many times have you died to the poison nemesis after killing him, and then your loot falls on the ground and you're dead? Raising my hand. Let's throw these in the boots. Weapons. Oh, hey, what up, Steve? Welcome back, man. LOL, another tacky moment. You're good. I know what you meant. Didn't feel disrespected. Appreciate it, man. Okay, let's Put this there, put that there, and we're off to the races. So I'm just trying to get gold, chat. Oh, this one can give you gold, so we can take that. That one up there can give me gold as well. I do want to push away because rewards typically get better the further you push away. So, let's just take it. I spent all of my gold on my stash tabs, so I went and grabbed the gold idol. I feel like Merchant Guild was a mistake after seeing gear prices today. Oh, well, how much is gear now, Squeak? I know they had another gold dupe scandal. Because I was thinking about checking it out, but I was like, millions to billions for some things I'm looking for on Shaman. Well, I mean, yeah, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Hybrid health gear is insane, I'm sure. A lot of nonsense for millions. I'm sure that is the case, but you also got to think about it. Some of the world's first or second or third kills on Aberoth were shamans. Like avalanche shamans. I mean, what's his face? Woody Joe was world second for killing Aberoth on hardcore. He was an avalanche shaman.
I cannot do that.
Isn't Primalist like one of the worst classes? No, I mean, okay, so let me be quite honest. One of the worst classes in the game, just from a survivability standpoint, is actually Sentinel. And you might be really shocked to hear me say that as a Sentinel enjoyer. And you might even be wondering, like, what do you mean? Like, not only do I have a lot of tanky builds, but they have a very high floor. Like, starting off, Sentinel's probably like level 1 to not even level 1. Like leveling through the campaign, Sentinel is probably one of the easiest or second easiest, Rogue being the first, right? But when you're pushing the end game, Sentinel lacks a lot of damage reduction in the passive tree, unlike a lot of other classes. I could barely see anything. That was a loot explosion for days.
Too heavy.
So compared to the other classes, Sentinel has some of the least amount of damage reduction nodes in their tree. Sentinel has a lot of armor and resistances. That's what gives them such a high floor, right? But when you start looking at the other trees, they have so many conditional, if not flat out, damage reduction nodes, where Sentinel has one. Right? Now, technically they have two, but that's if you're playing Forge Guard. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Sentinel, armor clad. This is the only damage. The tank character is probably the least tankiest. Is weird. Yeah, it's weird, but they also stack the most armor, right? And I feel like EHG needs to kind of look at this. They stack the most armor out of all the classes for sure, which gives them such a high floor. You know, some of the earliest Sentinel pieces of armor are like by the time you're level 25, some of the armor you're finding on your armor pieces compete with some of the highest armor you can find on the other classes, right? Like that's an instant damage reduction right there. But what is damage? What does armor not protect you against? Damage over time, right? Armor has no effect against damage over time. What does damage reduction help against? Unless it says it doesn't protect against damage over time, damage reduction typically helps against damage over time. So instantly, Sentinel's losing out on that front. Now, before you all start running to the chats, yes, I am well aware that the Forge Guard has a node, but for the most part, this is what every Sentinel can get. 10% damage taken from nearby enemies, minus 10%. So that's a 10% damage reduction from nearby enemies. Every Sentinel build, just about every Sentinel build takes this one. Now, the one I keep referencing, Forge Guard, they actually have a node that lets them take, it's a damage reduction against damage over time. So Forge Guard has something in place to help against dots. It's actually one of my, I mean, I'm going to have to play Forge Guard again, but up until the recent change to Forge Guard, this was my favorite node for Forge Guard because it was just straight up added to the tank mythos. This is Forge Guard out of all the Sentinels are the only ones who can get a second damage reduction. Whereas Primalist gets access to a lot of them. Rogue gets access to a lot of them. Rogue gets access to a lot. Primalist gets access to a few. Mage has access to a few as well. And so is Acolyte. So, but like I said, the floor is so high because us Sentinels, you know, obviously we're using Titanheart, which is not a good example, but I mean, what item gives you the most armor for one item in the entire game? As far as I'm aware of, Champion Regalia. I don't think there's a single piece of armor in the game that can give you 700 armor. Now, you can make an argument for Decayed Skull. You know, obviously it only gives 130 and then it has a range for an extra bonus. So you can have up to 230, but where it really shines is you get a 9% more multiplicative, right? So it can really stack some pretty serious armor. And even though everybody can wear this at its heart, Decayed Skull's kind of a Sentinel item, let's face it. Not a lot. I mean, yes, you can make the argument that it's also a bit of an Acolyte item because of the necrotic damage, but how many classes out there are trying to do 80% increased void? Not too many, right? Like I say, you can make the argument that Acolyte could take advantage of the necrotic portion of this. But I feel like anybody who's using Decayed Skull right now, they're not using it for the damage increase. You might find one or two weirdos out there going, oh, I'm using it because 20% of void and necrotic damage is taken as physical, right? That's the mythos, right? Quote unquote, behind Sentinel. They're the only class, other than a few items like this, that have access to those affixes, as far as I'm aware of. I could be wrong, but they can target certain damage types and then turn it into physical. Why is that important, chat? Why is that important to change one damage type into physical? And I'll answer here in a second because I know there's time delay and you guys might not know. The reason why it's important is armor, because armor gives you less damage reduction against elemental, poison, necrotic, void. It gives you less damage reduction against those damage types. You only get the full benefit of this 60% against physical. Right. It doesn't go through armor. Armor's just not as effective against those damage types. But if it's physical damage, you get the full benefit of that. So if you have, let's just throw out a wild number out there. Let's say you have 9,000 armor and you have like an 80%. I don't even know at what the damage reduction is at 9,000 armor. I could be wrong on this, but let's just say if you have 9,000 armor, let's say you have an 80% damage reduction against physical. Well, you're only getting 70% of that 80% damage reduction if it's another element. But Sentinel can change, if you stack enough of it, certain damage types into physical. And then when you do that, you take the full damage reduction from your armor. The thing is, that's expensive, and you give up a lot of good affixes just to stack that. Like void to fizz. No. I have a piece. Hold up. This one right here. 71% of void damage taken is physical. And that's like, I believe that's a T7. So that goes all the way up to 83%. So if I found an 83% max void damage taken as physical, combined with this helmet, 20%, that's 100% of void damage I'm now taking as physical damage. What does that allow me to do? Allows me to apply the full effect of my armor against that. But what can other classes, that armor mitigation might be a good slam against Aberoth? Yeah, it might be. Hell, I'd probably just use the chest plate. I don't know if I even want to slam it into something like Titanheart. You see, I'm having to build very specific for Aberoth. But yeah, that's kind of the mythos of the Sentinel, but it's expensive. So depending on your point of view, Sentinel could technically be the worst class, depending on your point of view. What's the most fun class? I like playing Sentinel. Who has the highest floor? Sentinel. But who has the lowest ceiling? Probably Sentinel. I've done some really tanky builds for sure on Sentinel. Volca has done some very tanky builds. Like, they can get tanky. But the thing you notice about like the builds I put out or like Volca put out, you notice like they're not very budget friendly. They're very highly optimized. When I played Rogue, man, like I was clearing and I had budget gear. Like I said, it depends on your point of view, Juan. Because if you're coming from like, at the end of the day, some people might be like, well, all the classes can do a ton of damage. How many of the classes can live long enough to do all that much damage? Well, then it starts to kind of whittle down. Yeah, Juan, basically, I went on a long ass rant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Juan and chat. I went on a long ass rant. Werebear is where it's at. If anyone... If anyone differs, get the... Yeah. Get the F out. Yeah, I got you, man.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
So this is a T7 parry chance? Okay. Yeah, I put it into my loot filter to look only for T7. Because I thought it might be funny to slam a max T7 onto a sword catcher and then have just like a really high parry chance.
I cannot do that.
Okay. Finally found a full 24. If we can get some health on there and slam it into my... Let's mess with this now. What do we want to seal? Let's seal that. Let's throw on 1, and then let's throw on vitality. Okay. Kind of lousy. Alright. This is a hope and pray slam into a 2 LP Titan Heart, and hopefully I get the 16% health and the 24 strength to go over. Like I said, hope and pray. There's my only 2 LP Titan Heart. We'll slam it.
I cannot do that.
Replace. Let's go back to my no LP Titan Hearts. Do I have anything good? 34%. 37, 37. All right. Sure, let's take it. Later. Let's see. Okay, cool. Sure, I'll take that. All right, let's do it.
Let the void take you.
Okay. Let's see, what do we get? Harbinger's Needle, Wall of Nothing, Spear that I don't want, Shield. I mean, it's got a 19% block chance. Sure. Maybe we'll get lucky. 35% critical strike avoidance. Whatever, let's take it.
I cannot do that. Cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I want to just look at something. Hey, what up, Fiction? How's it going, bud? Okay, so I have access to that. I have access to that. Haven't messed around with that yet. Honestly, the helm slot is just too valuable. Yeah, because I could also do this. Just really pump up the echo. Bro. Oh, dude, that sucks. Abandoned arena. What you been up to, Fiction?
Stand down and die.
Not much, dude. Just a lot of Total War. And some Crusader Kings 3 recently. I feel bad I haven't beaten the LE story. Yeah, oh, don't worry about that, man. Don't feel bad at all. Play the games you want to play, man. I'm probably going to be starting a brand new character in like... I mean, I want to check out one more build on Void Knight, but then I'm probably going to be starting a brand new character. When I do that, man, I'll hit you up if you want to play through the story together. I'm going to be rolling a mage or a paladin. I don't know. One of both. So what I've been doing since the new cycle launch, I've basically been going back to all the builds I published last cycle, and I'm like, are they still good? Oh, you're looking at the Forge Guard? Dude, Forge Guard got some love, man. Forge Guard definitely got some love. Like, I'm not planning to compete in the arena, but Forge Guard's sitting pretty, man. Money's on Paladin. Well, I've already committed to playing a mage, to playing a sorcerer. But I mean, Juan, you put a build in the Discord that you wanted me to check out on Paladin. I had that one dude. Remember that one dude who was coming by every day and giving me like super chats on YouTube going, I like Paladin. Review this build. I'm like, I'll take your money, but I'll get to it when I can. So, I mean, yeah, I am kind of leading Paladin, but yeah, dude, Forge Guard, I mean, look, like number 3 overall is a Forge Guard. Like, Forge Guard's sitting pretty. I don't think there's a single... There's one Void Knight. And he's playing a similar build to what I'm playing. He's playing Rive Healing Hands. In the normals, is the hardcore race actually, oh my god, there is still, I'm not advocating for anybody to go out there and do this, but like, there is still a chance that you could roll a hardcore character and get into the top 50 on the hardcore ladder. Finger of God build, no pressure. Juan, thank you for the $5 super chat over on YouTube, man. Finger of God build, huh? I mean, I had somebody like, yo, go back, take a look at the Divine Bolt build that I put out last cycle, the Holy Shotgun. So now we got a Finger of God. I mean, I will say this. Paladin would be an easier, I mean, A, it's an easier start, but B, I also already have a lot of gear because I've been playing Void Knight. You know, Void Knight's still in the same hemisphere as Paladin. I'm just teasing, no pressure. Oh, I know you're teasing. I know you're teasing, but now you're putting some skin in the game. You're now like, yo, here's $5. Check out this build. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Juan. Appreciate it. I think you should do Paladin. Okay. Or Sorcerer. Well, I've committed to doing Sorcerer, like playing a Sorcerer this cycle, but cycle's going to be a couple months. Like, it's not going to all of a sudden make me a liar if my next character is a Paladin. Yeah, you said that you should do Forge Guard. Oh. You think I should do Forge Guard? Kappa. Hey, Forge Guard actually looks interesting, man. Like, Forge Guard actually looks interesting. And I don't know if they're ever going to double up and show me up. But if we're playing together, Paladin would actually be a good like play together, like play with somebody class, because they could grab healing hands. Not that we could actually celebrate Forge Guard Friday. Yeah, that's right, Cold Brew. You've been in the chat going, it's Forge Guard Friday, Kappa. It ain't a joke anymore. Forge Guard's actually good now. I'm gonna commit to donating $50 if you beat Aberoth. Oh wait! You're putting some major skin in the game. Whoa! If I play Paladin, right? I'm assuming we're still talking about Paladin, Juan. If I play Paladin and I play the Finger of God build you shared in the Discord, and kill Aberoth with it, you will super chat $50 or super thanks or whatever. Okay. I mean, I guess that solidifies that I gotta play a Paladin now. All right, guys, twist my arm. Make me play my favorite class. Jeez. But it has to be Finger of God. It's not you killed him with a Paladin build. It has to be the Finger of God build. I'll pay to PayPal. I should probably put a link over on YouTube to my well, I mean, Juan, you already know where the link is on Twitch. I can tweet. Well, yeah. I know you're saying don't literally play. I know you're saying don't literally play what the dude put out there, but it has to be Finger of God adjacent. It's not like, look at this hammered in build I did, and oh, it's got, I put Finger of God healing hands in there for no reason. Okay. You heard it here first, chat. Yeah, basically Skyfall node as your as my main damage skill. Right. Yeah, not. Okay. I'll have to see what the dude did in the build guide. And I might have to tweak it. Because he did say he was just getting to empowered monoliths with it. We all know, chat, sometimes a build is great, then you get to empowered monoliths and it's like, oh. But I'll give it a shot. I'll probably do the classic, I played it for a week. Here's what I found. Here's the build guide if you're interested. Here's some gameplay footage. Bye. Sword catcher? Okay. Let's hopefully we get another 3LP sword catcher. So I'm almost at empowered monoliths. I got most of the basic gear with tweaks. Yeah, tell me how it works out for you. So, okay, so while channeling healing hands, you also call down a beam from the sky that deals fire damage over time. Okay, so it's fire damage over time to enemies around target area and heals allies within the area of effect. Healing hands costs additional mana per second while channeling. Okay. Okay. So right now I got healing hands at 2 mana, but I could reduce it down to... -5, -6. So I can reduce it by 10, and then if you got a wand. Yeah, it's 14 channeling, but with 14 mana regen, it's free. Right, because you can generate mana now with... Huh. Alright, let's take a look. We'll be right back. Blessed Parish does not affect the channel cost. Alright. Blessed Parish does not. Okay. It increases the AoE though. Okay, so let's just despecialize. So instead of Holy Bolt, we take that. Okay, ward per 10% healing effectiveness. It's a spell. Right, I see the channel cost now, yeah. So now it's 1 to cast. Okay. What timeline do I have like 100 corruption on? Actually, let's change something on this real quick. Let's remove that one node and then put it on self-cast. Okay, cool. I got 100 corruption in this timeline. Okay, I'm not... Well, I don't have a lot of fire damage over time on this setup. Yeah, this is... That's kind of bad. Okay. Well, I also don't have any of these. But I have to be able to kill something, right? No, we don't want that one. Channel costs 1. Okay, there. Well, no. That was not necessarily a good setup for it.
I cannot do that. cannot do that. Stand down or die.
Okay, let's take that. So we've taken those spells. We don't want to take that because of the cast speed. That'll probably be important. Okay, and then we're going to need... So we're going to need 3 points to take that. Oh, we also need a point here. Let's take that. Okay, let's get the rest of our points.
Do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Okay, so we need 3 points to grab that, and then we can take these 2 points out. Okay, what if we left the divine bolts in and then we put like 1 point there? No, we're not gonna do that. Let's do this. Yeah, like all the ward goes away. Why? So regardless of cast speed, while channeling healing hands, you also call down a beam and heals allies within its area of effect. What's the armor piece? I mean, I'm using this one, but I could use whatever armor piece. I mean, this is obviously something we've ham-fisted. Oh, yeah. Let me just go... Exsanguinous? But I already have that. Okay, cool. Let's just throw on an Exsanguinous. It doesn't seem to be affecting me. It heals me. Because I already have converting ward with this. Okay. Have to mess around with it at some point. Let's take those points out. Yeah, I don't know. It seems bugged right now, at least for me. Well, let's put a pin in this. We'll take a look at it later. Because obviously this is a much different build than the one that you shared. Okay, yeah, I don't get it. That was not working for me. Because they're saying I should be gaining ward. Yeah, they're saying I should have been gaining ward from that because I had the affix. That is bizarre. And then channel cost reduction. Yeah. Soul Bastion, Orion's Sun Seal. The new one with the lid. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I want to know why it wasn't working for me, though. Kill Rive. That's not an issue. Kill Rive and kill Orbis. Relics for days. Sure, I'll take a Valdiers. Take another Valdiers. 3 LP Usinis, okay. Three LP Grimoire. Yeah, that was a lot. Welcome to in-game Circle of Fortune. Okay, let's just jump straight to the boss by using a few glyphs. We're maxed out. Okay. Boss time! See how well we do now with our new and improved.
The dawn of the black sun. My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earns me. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world. Do you think my defeat changes anything?
Sure.
This world,
Look at all that loot.
God for a dead world. Pathetic. Power in my shadow.
Wait, what was the strategy with the Glyph of Envy? Yeah. I could show you. Hold up. The strategy with the Glyph of Envy is essentially you take any piece of gear. I'm not going to show... Well, I guess I got plenty of these health ones, but I mean, this one has area for area skills, but essentially you siphon the stability of this item. You use the glyph and it'll increase the stability that you have in your last monolith that you were playing. Don't use this on gear that you care about, though, because if you do that, you're going to brick the gear. You pick up random pieces of loot you don't want, and then you upgrade the affixes with the Glyph of Envy. And instead of upgrading the affix, it just siphons some of the forging potential into the last monolith you were doing, increasing your stability, allowing you to fight the boss sooner instead of having to grind through monos for it.
The dawn of the black sun.
Wait, you've been sidestepping them? No, Juan. Okay, yeah, don't sidestep those anymore. Right. So, like I said, use it on gear you don't care about. Because it'll also randomize the item and the affixes that are on the item.
My vengeance will be paid.
I cannot do that.
Oh, Raye.
My shadow will cover this world once more. Do you think my defeat changes anything?
Sure, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Thank you.
I cannot do that.
Power in my shadow!
I cannot do that.
That's like 99% of the loot on the ground. Sure. We should also probably go to the Temporal Sanctum and start working on some slams. Not quite as good as the one I already have equipped, but it's good. It's good!
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Sure, elemental damage over time. Let's go. Sure, sure, sure. Okay, maybe we should go try and get some more Aberoth's commands. Let's throw these in this tab. Throw these in the idle tab, and throw these. Yeah. We can go farm this timeline. Get some Aberoth's command. Yeah, we're gonna lower the corruption here. Actually, we don't need to. We've already killed the boss here multiple times. We know we can do it. Gain some free stability and then slam a few of our glyphs. And we also gotta find Nemesis. There we go.
I cannot do that. Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
Okay. Let's grab a few pieces of gear we do not care about. Okay. Wait, he's gonna have frenzy. Ah, who cares? It's for the lols. He did.
Corruption. The void cleanses all.
Oh, one of my echoes took him out. That was hilarious. Strand of Souls. Ooh, 3 LP Ribbons of Blood. Let's go. I did think it'd be cool to play a Beastmaster again. Aberoth's Command. Let's go. Hey, what up, Space Trucker? How's it going, man? How you doing today? This is 530 corruption, by the way. And we still can't kill Aberoth with this build. Good, man. I have tomorrow off because I worked a bit of overtime across the week, so today is my Friday. Made some stir-fry rice for today and tomorrow. Gonna grind out LE. Life is good. I am so happy to hear that, Space Trucker. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Shield, another Flare's Pride. I might as well just stack these because this could be cool for like a bleed hammer build, you know? If you can get block chance on here, bruh. Congrats, Space Trucker. Enjoy the rest. Yo, Juan over on YouTube, man. He's wishing you the best. Thanks, Juan. Yep. There we go. We got an Aberos command all lined up, man. We want some fat LP, man. We want to get a 2 LP. Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. Oh, shit. The frick? He did 1,000 damage, even with all my damage reduction? Bruh. Endurance ain't shit. Sure, I'll take the Critical Strike Avoidance. Yeah, that's a new feature. That just got added.
Stand down or die.
Oh, Harbinger. Apparently you're allowed to one-shot me. No, Harbinger. I keep calling him It's probably because it starts off with a Harbinger's victim is nearby. There we go. It doesn't say Nemesis nearby. It says the remains of a Harbinger's victim. So I just call it Harbinger. It's not a Harbinger. It's a Nemesis. Challenge. Yeah, you're not one-shotting me today, pal. Get out of here. 3 LP Calamity? Thanks. Well, then, so a Nemesis is a warrior who was killed by a Harbinger, and instead of dying and going to the afterlife, he becomes a Nemesis, like almost in service of the Harbingers. And when you finally defeat him, like he has a few different things that he says, but ultimately he said in one of them he says, "Beware of the Harbingers." throw this stuff in there. I'm glad I took that gold thing, bruh. Nemesis tab. Let's throw these into the Nemesis tab. Throw that. We're gonna throw this into the armor. We'll take that 1 LP Titan and throw it over here. Keys. I'm gonna throw this in there. Our new 3 LP Ribbons of Blood. Bruh. Dude, what I think would be cool is to run something like Swordcatcher and then play Beastmaster with it, man. Like, I think that would be cool, man. Like, yo, here's my Sabretooth. I'm Barry Barrykins. I am a master of the beast. Maybe in that case, if he's Barry Barrykins, he would have a bear. But I don't know. If I run this with a Beastmaster this cycle, I'd want to use a Sabretooth because I think Sabretooth is cool. And, you know, 3 LP Ribbons of Blood. I just think this would be a cool item to use on a Beastmaster. I mean, we'd get our melee crit chance. We get our area for melee. It would definitely have to be a build, though, where, like, I'm powerful and then I got, like, this beast that can do some damage. But, like, I would want to be like, yo, I'm Big Daddy here, right? I don't want to play another minion build where I'm like, yeah, get him, my minions. I'm cheering you on. Landed a T7 crit multi and a T5 bleed on your Apathy's Maw today. There you go, bro. Bruh. Harbinger's victims nearby. That's what I'm talking about. How you doing, by the way, Maxim? Welcome back to the channel. Cool. Oh, hopefully that fire starters turns into something really cool. Let's throw on. Okay, I have a couple different Aberoth's commands. Do I have any that's like really juicy? So far, this looks like the juiciest one in terms of damage. It has the least amount of void pin. Why am I making fun of your minion Locust Druid build? There's nothing wrong with it. I wanted crit and crit multi. Oh, yeah. You didn't get both prefixes. Yeah. Almost able to equip Apathy. There you go, bro. I want some fat LP on that Apathy's command. Not Apathy. Apathy's command. That Aberos. We were just talking about Apathy's. Yes. I'll probably be drinking some W tomorrow, man. I'm going to be tired. Oh, so by the way, guys, I should tell you, I may be working overtime tomorrow at work. There's an event going on. I'm not going to go into details. I mean, not that, but it's work stuff. And if that's the case, I may be at work until 7 p.m. I'm normally off at like, lately I've been getting off at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for reference. So if that does happen, I will possibly stream tomorrow, but it'd be later. I'd probably be going live around this time, maybe a little later, or if I'm just too exhausted, I won't be going live tomorrow. I figured I'd say something, but I mean, I don't know. Like, they got an event going on, and I was like, well, are you going to need kitchen support? And they're like, we'll get back to you on that. I'm like, well, if you do, it's going to be overtime because we're short-staffed. I got a guy in training right now. One of my guys is in another state doing training. So there's just 2 of us instead of 3. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, started over, went Void Knight, got your Forge Guard to 35. So you like the playstyle of Rive right now? I love it. Like, this is 538 corruption. Like, it's good for most content. I was just struggling with Aberoth yesterday, so that can either come down to skill issue or, like you said, Maxim, the build is just not built for Aberoth. It's built for everything else. Like, I'm taking, like, you know, this is 538 corruption. We're taking, well, 536. I'm sorry. I was overinflating that. Sorry, I bumped my mic stand. It's great. Like, I'm crushing just about everything, but unless his name is Aberoth, it's good for just about everything else.
I cannot do that. Stand down or die.
Aberoth has specific drops. He has 3 really nice ones. He has a helmet that looks very good. He has an amulet which is like Omni's but better. Sorta. It's Omni's but different. And nothing special. Okay. And then he's got a chest plate called Null Portent. I don't know how viable that chest piece is, but so far it seems like a lot of people seem to be singing the praises of the amulet. Because it's a lot like Omni's, but it gives you +2 to skills. I think it's a flat 15 to 20% on the resistances. I could be wrong. So Omni's gives you more resistances, but in the case of that amulet, it's a resist all. So everything's going to get that, whereas Omni's, each resistance has a roll. So in this case, I got 44 physical, 2 cold, right? Right, you can get burned by Omnis in that particular case. Mine rolled 2 on resistance. Okay, so never mind. I'm wrong. Just 2. Okay, Broken Tibbs, thank you for sharing me that information. Let me go ahead and actually look at the item. Because apparently I am very wrong. Okay, let's bring this into view. Thank you, Broken Tibbs, for correcting me there. Okay. So, Nihilus. Oh, wait, are you talking about Omni's Broken Tibbs, or are you talking about Nihilus or Nihilus? Okay. Well, then maybe it got a buff because it's saying it has a window of 5 to 15%. I don't know how you got 2%. That's... Man, yeah, that sounds like a bug if you just got... Oh, -5. You're right. Thank you, Broken Tibbs. I, again, have been corrected. It can roll negative. Oh, shoot. So it can roll up to 15%. But it could also roll negative. Ew, okay. But it gives you health and mana. This is interesting. This is very interesting. You can gain up to 4 seconds of frenzy after you use evade. Oh, bro, I could actually... Man, you got to get a god roll on this, though. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that is a huge window, chat. That is a huge window. You can... I mean, I guess if you got anything positive on the resist all, I guess that's a come up, but it only goes up to 15%. You could get a negative on your mana regen. You could get a negative on your armor. You could get a negative on your resistances. You can lose health if you use evade, but if you use evade, you get frenzy. And then you get a percentage to your health, 1 to 12. 1 to 12 on your mana, and then a potentially a -4 on your movement speed? Bruh. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. I've only ever dropped in my entire time playing Last Epoch, I've only ever dropped 1 Orion's Eye. I would actually, like... Dude, imagine getting a 2 LP Orion's Eye, bro. Bruh. All of your void damage, so you no longer take void damage, you take fire damage, and then you get a damage reduction on fire. That's snazzy. Yeah, Broken Tips, I appreciate it. I do not want to be saying, I do not want to be speaking falsehoods here, so. Man. No problem. Yeah, yeah.
I cannot do that.
You don't find them. You don't find farming them very fun. What have you killed them with, Broken Tibbs, if you don't mind me asking? I've tried them several times with 2 different builds, and it has not gone well for me. Now, here's the thing: I've done all melee builds, and it's been pain. Blade Dancer, Shadow Dagger. Okay. Oh, here we go. Nemesis just gave me 31% increased armor on my Peak of the Mountain helmet, a Sentinel build. Let's go. Hey, you know what? That's actually not too bad. It has such low armor to begin with. Increased armor is not necessarily a bad thing there. Imagine accidentally killing yourself with Nihilus, man. Oh, I gotta get away. This dude's about to kill me. Well, I know it says current health, so you probably can't actually literally reduce your health below 0, but... I gotta get away. Roll dead. What? My total armor right now is 6.4k, giving me 71%. Yeah, dude, that's a great amount of armor to have. That's more armor than me. I only got 4,000. Now, if I build up enough stacks of this scrap metal, my armor will go up, but... Harbinger? Again, I called him a Harbinger. He's a nemesis. After dying so much with my glass cannon sorcerer, I wanted something really tanky. Yeah. Increased elemental damage. No, we're going to be doing void damage. I mean, this scepter could have a use somewhere with some build, but... Missed 4 slams on 2 LP Smoke Weavers, so working up a Lich now. Oh, man. Oh, I feel your pain, bro. Oh, I feel your pain. That's got to be rough. Oh. Oh, man. I feel your pain.
Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
What's my favorite thing to do besides streaming? Well, this is kind of a weird question for me because I'm streaming and I'm streaming playing a video game. That's typically what I like to do in my downtime is play video games. But if we're going to lump playing video games in with streaming, which, I mean, let's be real. Most of the time I'm playing a video game, I'm streaming it, right? So if we're going to remove the video games, what other hobby do I enjoy? Dungeons and Dragons. And the thing is, in order to stream more often, I've actually... And in order to stream more often, I've actually taken a step back from Dungeons and Dragons. I'm no longer in any campaigns, and I was running a 3-year campaign that I ended, so I can focus on streaming more. I'd say the thing I like the most, probably be chilling, hanging out with my wife, watching some TV shows. So yeah, I'd be chilling with the wife, Dungeons and Dragons, video games, streaming. Those are like my 4 main things. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, you got it, Broken Tibbs. I feel your pain. Okay, 2 OP fire starters, not too bad, respectable. Let's... Bro, if I had died there... excuse me? I mean, they were kind of sad, but they were also happy for me that they were kind of sad that it was ending, but they were also happy for me because, like, I wasn't going to end the campaign if I still had, like, if I was still averaging, like, 1 or 2 viewers, right? No, the reason why I ended the campaign is there was actually growth going on here in streaming. You know, people were actually showing up. I wasn't just streaming to nobody, or I was streaming to like one guy who was like a super fan who actually hasn't been around for a long time. So I don't know how much of a super fan he was, but you know, like people come and go for sure, you know. At least for me, when it comes to streaming, you know, most of the time, if I'm watching somebody streaming, I'm probably watching them because they're playing a game I'm interested in. And as I become less interested in the game, or if I move on, I'm probably not watching them as much anymore. Since I feel that way, I already know other people probably feel that way. And it's nothing personal, right? Why am I going to keep coming back and watching this dude who's playing the same game, a game that I'm not as interested in? Unless for some reason I think the dude is cool and I'll just watch him do whatever. Right? Right? There's not too many people that I like. Most of the time if I'm watching somebody stream a game, is because I'm playing the game they're playing. I'm interested in that. And I would expect a lot of people feel that way. So there's nothing personal there. You like the dude. You like the way they play. So you watch them. But then eventually you move on, and if they're still doing the same thing, I mean, no hard feelings, but I get it. I do the same thing. How's the stream going? KB with the $5 super chat. How's the stream going? I started over and made a sorcerer. Stream's going pretty good, KB. So KB, you'll be happy to hear. Chat has determined that my next character I play this cycle will be a paladin. So, we're gonna be doing some paladin stuff. If I can find budget divine bolt gear, I'll see if I can take a look at it for you. Yeah. Here to the paladin. I'm gonna have fun leveling that thing, man. Dude, I'm gonna throw on ignite hammers. I'm gonna throw on a fire starter's torch. I'm gonna throw on shield rush, and I'm just gonna go brrr. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I got a buddy who was able to get a copy of Last Epoch. He plays a lot of other games. And he's checked out Last Epoch. From what I can tell, he likes Last Epoch, but probably be looking for a friend in that case. And I told him, well, I'm going to be starting a new character soonish. Holy Lawnmower is back on the menu, boys. KB, thank you for the super chat. It just came through on the alerts. I mean, I see it over here on the YouTube chat, but... All right, we're going to slam another Aberoth's Command. Because our next build, like, we got a few more slam. Like, I want to find a different pair of boots. Not that these boots are bad. I'm not going to slam these boots. These are my best in slot for right now. But our next build, I'm going to do Void Storm again. The dot hammers. The VK dot hammers. Chat named it Void Storm, so, I mean... Speaking of which, I haven't seen that guy in a while. Dionysius. That dude was cool. Though, I do remember he was in the EU, so... He might have been on vacation, and he was just checking out the streams. Okay, here we go. I'm playing this till the new season of D4. Okay, so I gotta play it before the new season of D4. I'm not gonna have a lot of time. Oh, I spelled it with 2B. Okay, so I have a 2 LP Aberoth's Command. At least I got that going for me. I have that Aberoth's Command, and then I have... this one's good. I'm probably playing LE until MH comes out. Didn't see a stream yesterday. You didn't see me stream. I was streaming yesterday. That's bizarre. I guess it depends on what time you came by and checked out the stream. What? Usually check before going to work. Okay. Yeah, that's bizarre that you didn't see me. I wonder why. Why was my video being suppressed then?
Stand down or die.
Huh. What has pissed me off the most about Last Epoch? Honestly, it's dying to stupid stuff, and most of the time when I die to stupid stuff, it's usually some sort of dot damage. And I'm usually complaining because I can't cleanse it or something happens in that regard. You know, it's not like something came out and one-shot me. It's I saw it coming and there was nothing I could do about it. Oh, there we go. Sure, why not? All right, Nemesis Boy gave me a 3 LP peak with intelligence, armor percentage, and flat armor. There you go. Okay, so this could hypothetically... okay, let's pull up Tunk Lab. What is this? Tunk Lab. Okay, so this is a T7. Okay, so we got a T7, T4, no sealed. Tier 2, no. Okay, so what if we added one? No. Might as well not mess with it. So if we add one... If we add one affix here, do not use the Glyph of Envy. Okay, cool. Let's add Hybrid Health. 1. We're going to use the Glyph of Insight. There we go. Is there anything else we want here? I say we level up the health and then we decide what to do from here. Okay. Could I use void resistance? What am I losing? I'm losing elemental resistance. I could try and seal this, but I could lose all my forging potential. I could leave it. Try put something else here. Or we can YOLO. YOLO. Poison resistance. No. Necrotic. Okay. It's actually less armor and less health. Not that much less health, but we are going to have a lot more attack speed. Yeah, it's a little bit less armor. I mean, this is still good, though. So that's like a 30%. Yeah, okay. This is more damage reduction, health. We have necrotic resistance, so we can take that off. We actually don't even need these idols anymore. Okay. How do I use this to my advantage? Okay. YOLO, the ward said. Well, have a good stream, bro. Off to work. I appreciate it. What am I looking at while forging? Yeah, here, let me show you. Let me show you. It's a Glyph of Insight calculator. It calculates what the affix will be depending on what you have on the item. So I was adding a 12 I was doing a 12% of armor mitigation. I was trying to get this one. I don't want anything else. And basically you calculate so you can guarantee you get the experimental affix you're looking for. So I found this 25% melee attack speed. I went ham and cheese on it. And I got the lowest hybrid health I could get. We didn't lose that much health. I mean, what's the difference here? Oh, right, because I took that off. We're talking about like a 50%. Well, we could throw on some cold. Since I can't fit another one of these, then we could just throw this one back on there. Bam, there we go. Off to the races. Throw that there. Let's throw these under the gloves tab. Throw this under armor. YOLO. The ward said before a bad decision. Yeah, I have to agree.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Sure, we'll take that. We'll take that. Why not? These rolls are rather interesting. Oh yeah. Duh. He dead. Come on, pal. Come over here. Hey, 2LP, 2LP. Sure, let's take it. Okay, let's actually go do some slams, chat. I kept teasing that I was going to do it. Let's go do some slams. Gonna go to the ruined area, gonna go here, we're gonna teleport, let's go. Okay, we're gonna throw this into armor, accessories, keys. Slam time! Yeah. Let's slam this Aberos command. We're gonna slam Aberos command, and then we're gonna also slam a pair of boots. Try and get this experimental affix to go over to either a Dark Stride. Right, I have quite a few no LP Dark Strides. We're not obviously going to be using those. I do have a 2 LP Dark Stride. Right, and we get increased movement speed per added melee void. So let's put this on right now. It is a bit of a downgrade. So what I would like to do, we're going to go over here to boots. So, yeah, something like this. Something like this could be nice. Oh, I have 2 of them. Oh, I must have made a copy. I could also do something like this. Movement speed. And the haste after you use a traversal. Right, so I have a few of those. This might be a good pickup. We would really just want the haste and the frenzy to go over. Not the haste. The movement speed and the frenzy to go over. Trying to see if I have a better roll. I also have this, which is also 2.3 seconds. If I had any more glyphs of insight, like I'm probably not going to use this. Let's do this. Didn't get anything. Okay. And then I want to slam this Aberoth command. So let's focus on doing 2 slams. This is, yeah, level 19, level 65. So we could just do a tier 3, but I think we could do a tier 4. I think the current build we can do a T4. I think we can sustain through all of her damage. Just gotta make sure we don't get one shot by her damage. Built. Scepter. The Shattered Cycle. Goodbye. Relic. Anything good in the relic department? Probably not, because we're not at any sort of corruption. I'll take that. I'm playing Rive Void Knight. What are some important things to know, like gearing wise? Hey, what up, Pelvis? So, are you using the max roll guide, or are you just going at it on your own? I would say important tip: grab yourself an Anchor of Oblivion from the. You're using the max roll, okay. Max hole. I like that. Okay, so you're gonna be using an Apathy's Maw, right? So I'm doing a little bit different. I'm using Swordcatcher because Swordcatcher has. Hey, I didn't know if you're being like literal, like you know, that's what you think of it. So the guide for max roll looks pretty solid. I haven't played it per se. I kind of perused it and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that makes sense. What if I did it with Swordcatcher? It's going to be a lot easier to get a hold of a good Apathy's Maw as opposed to a good Swordcatcher. And getting a +4 on your Titan Heart, I wouldn't say it's like a must, but it's a nice to have. If you're using the max roll guide, you're not going to be using a Decayed Skull because with the Swordcatcher, I was able to get a T7 melee critical strike chance, so I don't need to use the Peak of the Mountain. I'd say make sure you get a Shattered Chains. Try and get the cleanse on there. I have a 3 LP Shattered Chains. I did not get cleanse. You know, obviously, you know, you got 4 affixes that could go over. Cleanse was one of them. I did not get it. Cleanse is so good. Pelvis, thank you for the follow. Cleanse is so good. I would take cleanse over health. Like, I'm being serious. I would take cleanse over health, and I got some really good health rolls on here. Anchor of Oblivion's really nice because it caps your endurance for you. You know, everybody starts off with 20 endurance. The cap is 60, right? Anchor of Oblivion gives you 40% endurance. What does that do? It caps your endurance for you with this one item. On top of that, it gives you a range of strength, which gives you more armor. And then on top of it, it's implicit, gives you more armor. You're not going to need a Siphon of Anguish since you're going to be using Apathy's Maw. Hey, what up, Air Dragon? Yeah, I'm still lamenting Cleanse. Oh, bro, I'm still lamenting Cleanse. But yeah, Shatter Chains, I'm not going to say it's an absolute must have, but it's going to give you so much damage. It's going to give you so much damage. The thing you're going to have a hard time getting, looking at the guide, is it calls for, like, what is it, like Ocelot's Reign or Sirion or something. That's going to be kind of hard to find. But you can find... you can find it. If you're Merchant's Guild, you can probably buy one, assuming it's not millions upon millions. It is kind of rarer, but it's not like Red Ring rare. Making sure you have a good pair of gloves with like the armor mitigation, and yeah, make sure you got a good peak of the mountain. If you go the crit route like I did, you don't need to use peak, but you can really stack a lot of damage with Apathies with flat melee void on there. Bro, you're going to be doing so much damage. This route, I don't do as much damage as that. I just attack probably 3 times faster. with Sword Catcher. Void Knight's always been a really cool class to play. Hey, what up, Franix Volcano? Welcome back. Why not the Void Axe? Why not Apathy's Maw? Apathy's Maw is fine. But I've already played builds like that before. I've used Apathy's Maw a lot. Sword Catcher's a brand new unique in the game, so I wanted to play around with it. It has a couple of nice things on it, but you're not going to get as much flat damage. But one thing you're going to get on Apathy's Maw... go away. One thing you're going to get on Apathy's Maw, you're going to get a flat either 1 to 6 to your melee skills. Right? You're gonna be able to add 1 to 6 on your melee skills. I got 30 points in Rive. You can't do that with Apathy's Maw. No shade to Apathy's Maw. Apathy's Maw is gonna be a lot more damage. You also can parry with Sword Catcher. I mean, I guess you can parry with Apathy's if you slam a parry onto there, but with Sword Catcher, you have a 12% parry chance. It's a range. I think you have 10 to 13. I got 12, so that's fine. If you parry, you heal back to full. If you parry an attack, you heal back to full, and you gain Frenzy. On top of it, Frenzy is a 20% attack speed buff. We get 57% increase. It's a lot of room, right? We get a 57% increase of Frenzy. So whenever we have Frenzy, 20% attack speed, 57% increase, let's just say 10%. That's a 30% attack speed increase. It's a little bit more, but I'm just being general here. That's a 30% attack speed bonus. And while we have Frenzy, we gain another plus 45 flat melee damage. On top of it, Sword Catcher is a Bardiche. Bardiche gives you a chance to bleed. While you have bleed, you can put that into Vorpal Force with your now plus 5 to Void Cleave. And Void Cleave does an extra 8% more damage per stack of bleed on the enemy. Up to 120% more damage, depending on how many stacks of bleed they have. we're doing a lot of damage with Void Cleave. In the build that Maxroll has, Void Cleave is straight up just utility, which is not bad at all, for sure. Utility is fine, but I like doing damage with Void Cleave. It's one of my favorite skills in the entire game. So I can move up real quick, still do a decent amount of damage with Rive. Not as much damage as the Maxroll one, for sure. I'm not going to be doing as much damage, but I'm going to be tacking very fast. And then I can get some fat, juicy crits with Void Cleave. On top of it, remember what I said about, you know, when you have Frenzy, you attack even faster and you gain flat damage? We have other ways of getting Frenzy, like the boots. You use a traversal skill, you gain Frenzy, and you get a 22% increased effective Frenzy. What's a traversal skill now? Void Cleave. Whenever we do that, bam, we gain Frenzy. So yeah, we're doing less damage per hit, but we're attacking very fast. But if you're not familiar with Void Knight, or you're just getting into Void Knight and you're checking out the build, I say follow the Maxroll one. For sure. You're going to be doing a lot more damage per hit of Rive with that build guide. I guess one thing I like about Sword Catcher, Max what? One thing I like about Sword Catcher is the damage is just melee, right? So it's adaptable damage that we're doing. And since it's adaptable, it affects any damage we're doing. So whatever, so with Rive, this damage is getting converted into physical. So we're boosting Rive's physical damage. Healing Hands is doing fire damage, so that damage is getting converted to fire.
It all makes sense now. The Epoch has finally come to me.
Stand down or die.
Sure. No. All right, let's go. T4 Julra down. Okay. Okay. I would really like to get the movement speed. I would really like to get the frenzy. I might actually have a better one. Let's look at the boots. Oh, right. Okay, this is a T5. Okay, I could mess around with this. Yeah, it's a skin. You get it from like the deluxe edition. Oh, here we go. Okay, I guess I can mess around with this, but I won't get movement speed. I guess I can just YOLO. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's throw on... Let me throw on like one hybrid health. Oh, that's right. That's not... Oh, yeah. It has to be an exalted. Okay. This is my one shot. We want frenzy. Now that I've said it, though, I'm not going to get it. Oh, that's... Oh, man. I saw movement speed. I'm like... And then... Well, damn. Damn. Okay. I guess I could try with this and try and get the... Let me add something. There we go. Is it only... Yeah, one slam per run. Okay. Why is that there? It should not be there. Okay, I guess I could try one more time for Blood of the Exile. Let's go. Yeah, Pelvis, you get it from either the... Well, here, I can just... We can just look together. You get it from the deluxe edition. You get the skin from the deluxe edition. Or you can do what I did. Get the ultimate edition. And get this skin as well. But yeah. It doesn't come with the cape. You got to supply your own cape. I think this was a Twitch drop when the game launched or something. But I mean, you could do something like Woodland Cloak. Or, well, this is another Twitch drop. What could you do in game right now? No, this is also another Twitch drop. Deep Crawler's Embrace. Yeah, there you go.
Who dares intrude upon my research? No matter. They cannot reach me.
Yo, you missed the slam, did it? Yo, you missed it. No, it did not go well. We're back again. +3 to Rive. Okay. Okay, you know what? That's cool, though. Okay, bleed duration. All right. All right, we can slap some health on here. Maybe. Unlucky, you're getting laundry. Okay, this could be a possibility. Over Titanheart, this will give us a lot more armor. We'll lose out on the... You're right, you're right. We gotta grab the boots. Boats? No. All right, YOLO. Come on. Okay. All right, guys, I'm shutting her down for the day. I might be back again tomorrow, but if I'm working like a lot of overtime tomorrow, who knows? We're gonna go ahead and raid Burn Division. Just met this dude. He's been a cool guy. I haven't actually been in one of his streams before though. So let's say hi to Burn Division and hope you all have a good one. Anyway, you guys take care. Peace. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Jartik. All right, you too. Thanks for rocking with me, man. Anyway, you guys take care. I'll be back again tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, I'm calling it for tonight, man. It's getting way too late. We'll slam the Aberoth tomorrow. All right. Peace out, everybody.